Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Qur'an girl back here. We are continuing with our lessons on mad. For mad, we have already gone through mad asli, and mad asli means the original mad, and tabi'i is another word for it that is used. Tabi'i, which means natural. All right, natural. And that is in words, for example, like la. The word la, or ma, or qalu. Both qa and lu have the sound of the original mad. So that is mad tabi'i. Then we had mad iwad, and mad iwad is replaced. And if you remember, that was words like jam'an. We will pronounce it when we stop on it. We will pronounce it jam'a. All right? I'm not sure if you can see this properly. All right, hang on just a minute while I go close the shutters. All right, we're back. So mad iwad, we just said, is from jam'an to jam'a, words like that, where you replace the fathatan with just the mad sound. The next one was mad badal. Badal means to exchange or substitute. Exchange. An example of mad badal is Adam. Mad badal always has a hamza followed by a mad. So Adam, you are going to pronounce it Adam. It's like you're taking the hamza with the mad and you're making it pull 2 times. So that's why it's exchanging the hamza with the alif after it for a mad. Adam is how you're going to pronounce it. That's why it's called mada. And the last one we did was mad Sila Kubra, which was the connecting mad. It's the small connecting mad. All right. The reason we say small is when you have, for example, a word like, let's see if I can write it on here for you. Okie dokie. We are going to give an example of wamra'atahu. Wamra'atahu. See how we have the upside down mad on here? That upside down tells you that you're going to be pulling it twice, right? Like a mad asli. Wamra'atahu. And when you are connecting that with a word that does not have hamza after it, it's called Sila Kubra. So wamra'atahu hamma. Latal hatab hatab. Hammalatal hatab. This upside down mad right here is where you are pulling it, and it's going to look like this. The who, if you were to write it out on how you are pulling it, right? And so this is an example of the Sila Kubra, all right? And sometimes you will see this mad down here to show the pull, all right? So Sila Kubra is connecting, and that's how it connects. It's connecting with the mad sound, the 2 times 2. So for Sila Kubra, remember there has to be 3 rules. The first one is it has to be in 3rd person male. The second one is that it has to have a fatha, a dhamma or a kasra on the letter itself. And the third one is that the letter before or after it has to also have a haraka. So that is the case here, right? Wamra'atahu is in the third person male form, and so that's why we are using the Sila Sughra rule. So for Sila Kubra, it's exactly the same as Sila Sughra. The only difference is that after the letter itself, after the word itself, the third person male word, you are going to see a hamza word following it. A good example is ما له أخلد. So we have, these are the rules, just gonna highlight them. Next one is Sila Kubra. So that is a, Kubra means big, so we'll call it the big connecting mad. Alright, and all of the mad asli were 2 times of a pull, and for the mad far'i, if you have a hamza after the mad, then you're going to be pulling all of these 4 times. So Sila Kubra is a big connecting mad. Example is ما له أخلد. Alright, so ما له أخلد. Right there you have the Sila Kubra. Now when you see the Sila Kubra, you are always going to see it with a mud. So if this one, if you see underneath like that, like an upside down wow, this you're going to see like an upside down wow with a mud on it in the Osmani script. Now that is a Sila Kubra, and so you're going to pull it 4 times. Same rules apply, third person male, it has to have a dhamma or kasra on it, and the letter before or after it has to have a vowel, a haraka. Alright, but the only difference is because it has a hamza following in the word following, you have pulling it 4 times. So it falls under the far'i, which is 4 times here. The next far'i is one that is pretty popular. It's called mad wajib muttasil. Wajib Muttasil. That means it is compulsory, and Muttasil means it is connected in the same word. Right? It's joint, connected or joint. Alright? Examples. And what this mad is, Wajib Muttasil, is in the same word. If you have a mad and a hamza following immediately, you have mad Wajib Muttasil. For example, Ja'a, Ja'a, or Ja'a or Su'a. Alright, those are both examples of mad wajib muttasil. It's in the same word where the hamza is following the mad. Alright, the next one in this category is called mad jaiz munfasil. Jaiz means permissible. Now pull this board back a little so you can see. Jaiz is permissible, and munfasil, my handwriting is going nuts. Munfasil means separated, separated. The words are separated. So in this we had ja'a, you see the hamza comes right after the mad in the same word. In mad jaiz munfasil, we have it in 2 separate words. So it'll end with a mad, and then the next word is going to have the hamza. For example, mad jaiz munfasil is inna, a'طيناك. I'm trying to write sideways, so excuse my sloppy handwriting here. It looks sloppy because I'm writing from an angle. طيناك إنا أعطيناك. Right? So because you have the mad and then the hamza letter is coming from another, the next word after it, it becomes is Munfasil. However, they are both pronounced 4 times long, just like Sila Kubra. Now, we have all of this. I am going to have to erase the board just to be able to go over the next far'i rule, because remember there's 2 types of far'i rules. One is the hamza after mad, one is sukoon after mad. The reason is the sukoon after mad is going to branch out, and so I'm going to need more space for that. So while I pause you, I will erase it and be right back.